Just want to really talk about some of the free things we're going to get. And I I was just talking to some people, in fact, Sue and different ones, and just really making sure that we all understand the changes as far as like if you're a brand partner, in order to get paid, we want to have that $100 mark. The other thing is the freebies. It has changed a little bit in the last few months. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but what's happened is that they used to do like 100 or 190, or it's now 100, 200, 300, where we get these free gifts. And so we want to always be paying that. I'm having some interference here, but just to make sure that we understand, if we're at 93 or 98 on our PV, wow, could we just make it 100 and get a free oil? And one of the free things for August, there's three things. And I don't know if Rochelle, I don't know if Rochelle came on. But the three things are really special. And I just want to start off with is the $100, and that's usually doable for a lot of people. We get this wonderful oil, and it's in the kids line, but it's called Sleepy Eyes. And I use it personally um, um, for, just different for sleeping, but even though it's a kids formula. But I wanted to mention that it's worth about $25. So again, if you're close to 100, to bump it at 100 and get that free oil, that's something that is really special. The other thing is, and I'm trying to get my participants on here so I know he's on here. The other thing is, it is a blend. And so you could actually take the end of it and put a little roller ball on it and use it so that it's not harsh on the skin. It's not like a straight up oil. It has a little carrier in it. The couple things I wanted to mention about kids and sleep, and then we're going to go into the other two things, because it is a back to school program that on the freebies. The one thing I want to mention about kids, and I know this, in fact, recently I had a niece and nephew that had a hard time with their son going to sleep, and they had to actually go to a specialist. Wow. But having kids on a routine is so important. And the $300 level, we see that little owl diffuser. The $200 level, we see kids power, and it's a large bottle. Having a routine for these kids, whether you're my pediatrician said whether they're small or even in high school, having them have a set bedtime. And he even mentioned in junior high and high school, it's almost more important that they look at 9 o'clock, between 9 and 10, to go to bed. Sometimes with high school kids, you think, oh, I don't know. No, it's important. It's even more important for them. And getting kids in a routine is the secret. Having a set time, showing them that little owl diffuser and going, hey, it's time for bed, and have a routine and make it fun. The little oil roll it on their wrist, and roll it on so that they can smell. Now that routine will always be there, and it's very calming. It's a lavender base, but it's very calming to have that routine that they have, make it fun. Putting a little, maybe a drop in the owl diffuser, and making it a bedtime, a fun thing, reading them a story or whatever, but have a set time every day that's about that time. Not letting them stay up and wander wild until 11 o'clock, because they actually go past tired and they go into crazy. And I just know, as I've had kids, it is really important that bedtime. Not only that, when they go to bed and you feel like they're secure sleeping, you get some time to de-stress yourself. So that Sleepy Eyes is a wonderful thing to have at the 100 level. If you're close to it again, or if you see someone in your downline, oh, they're really close, or they're going to put it in order, try to really encourage that 100. I know things have changed in the last few months, but that 100 level is really good. The next one is the Kid Power. And I have never personally tried it, but I was reading over on what's in it. It has a lot of wonderful fruity smells in it. And it has a lot of flowery, fruity, fun smells that really encourage bright thinking and also energy as far as maybe getting things done, or excitement. Like say some first day of school. Well, that's a little bit tricky. That first day of school, that kid power will be a really good oil to just calm them down and give them a confidence to get to that first day of school, or those hard things to do that they have to do. A great oil. I've never tried it personally. I am reading what's in it, and you can kind of identify. But again, that's at the 200 level, and it's a great oil to have for back to school. Also, just doing homework or doing things to motivate your kids after school might be a good after school oil. And then again, 9 o'clock comes around, or 8 o'clock, start programming him to be in bed by 9. And I remember the pediatrician saying, lights off at 9 o'clock. And although there's different time changes right now, and the lights lighter in the summer, come fall, it gets a little darker early, it's easier to do. But the new release at the convention with the light thing, I had a light similar to that, and it is wonderful. I had little birds chirping, and it comes on just slowly as the sun wakes you up, and you feel your body just naturally wake up. It's another wonderful thing if you wanted to incorporate that with your kids, but that's the convention. So the 3 things we're talking about today is the oil diffuser, how fun, kids love cartoonish things, and the owl. Well, the owls kind of represents nighttime. A lot of our storybooks and stuff, the owl. So those are the 3 things that I wanted to talk about, and just the importance of our children thinking about going back to school, and what could we do to help them, and what better gift to get than to have them, really set up there. So I wanted to see if Rochelle was on. Let's see, Rochelle. No, she's not on.
Yeah, but let me just go ahead and add something to what you said. That
yes.
We're going to have a whole class on how important sleep is. So sleep and sleep routines. We had an amazing class at the Young Living Convention from Dr. Ali, who is like a supernatural doctor. He's been with Young Living from the beginning as a friend of Gary Young's, but he is an amazing doctor who really knows natural things. So in a few weeks, we're going to have that class. Make sure you're here about sleep. And I think Claudia is going to do most of it. And that's one thing that I wanted to add. Also, Kid Power is like Valor for children. It's very similar to the Valor blend, but it's made just a little different for children. And tons of people love to wear that as perfume. So if you want a nice Swedish perfume that works on the body in wonderful ways, Kid Power is a really great one for that. So I just wanted to add that. And did you talk about Mighty Pro? Sorry, I was kind of tuned in, tuned out.
I did. That was going to be on the sale items, Life 9 and Mighty Pro. I think those 2 are on the sale this month.
I know Mighty Pro is, yeah.
Yeah, and then Life 9 also is on the sale. A must-have for everybody. And I wanted to mention too, like what you said, these, even though they're in the kids line, I use them. I didn't know that people use the Kid Powers. It must smell really good. It does say in a kind of a fruity, happy smell. So I would say like a Valor for kids, but what a good idea. Any of these can be used as an adult. It doesn't matter. And they are blends. I know like the Sleepy Eyes is a blend. So it's a little bit more of a carrier oil in there. But I'm looking forward to that, like you said, about sleep. And I do remember with the pediatricians, so many kids right now, especially through the pandemic, they've gotten into that wild zone where parents are, oh, they'll go to sleep when they're tired. And they just go running amok out. And then what happens, they get into junior high and high school. They start playing video games till 2 in the morning or till 3 in the morning, and they're absolutely worthless the next day. I found this out. It's like sometimes they do these stayovers with their friends. If you can get your child on a routine, and I understand there's those nights when they want to go have fun with their friends, or when they get older and we're going to play video game. It's dangerous. I guess it's fine every now and then. It might be fun for them, but it does throw their body clock off so bad that it almost takes days to get them back into a routine. And every parent's different about how they want to do their kids, but I do know the importance of the connection between sleep and whether they do well in school or whether they when their brains are developing. So having this little routine in the owl, I think it's a nice thing that Young Living does, and they realize the importance of how kids are and the whole line. But anyway, that was pretty much what I
Yeah,
was gonna.
I can add a little bit here, that we go and maybe we don't have children ourselves, maybe we have grandchildren, so that's something, we're gonna get these products for free if we order those different amounts. So instead of spending your money to go out and buy somebody a gift, why not just buy some more products, some granola? I love the muesli, Young Living, I don't know if they call it granola or muesli, for breakfast. And also the Super B, Super C, Super D, and Ningxia. I mean, I just sent my order in now while we were on here, and Ningxia Red is definitely a must for us. But that's just something else I wanted to add, that sometimes you think, well, I'm putting all this money into Young Living, but number one, remember you're getting 25% back every month in other free stuff. And also, you're not really putting money out, you're transfer buying. Instead of going to a store and buying a children's gift, you're getting a free owl diffuser. So that's just something to think about too. And if you want that free diffuser, that diffuser plays sounds also. So it's a diffuser plus it has the sound on it and it has the light on it too. So it's a multiple use diffuser. That's a great gift for kids. So that's just something to think about. Or, I have one in my second bedroom, so anybody can like it.
And,
Go ahead.
and I wanted, Chris, that it is so fun for kids to go to bed and get to set that up. In fact, you can even teach them to set it up on their own, and then they get excited about going to bed. But I love what you said, and I have mentioned this before: wedding gifts, baby shower gifts. I recently had a big baby shower. It was almost like a wedding in St. George. I should show you the picture. It was like a wedding, but I got her just a really cool little pink. She was having a pink box, some things, but I put Gentle Baby in there, and I know it's not on the free gift, but um, and that is a wonderful oil when you explain it to them what it does. Bridal showers, all those things, you can give them some wonderful oils, and when we get this line of free things, the $300, if you were to do 300 and get all of those things, that is a gift right there for a baby shower or for a kid's shower, like you said, a grandkids or someone that's having a celebration and you want to get them a gift. You're right. Why go to Target or why not use maybe some of our free gifts we give and give that as a gift?
Yeah.
It-
And
yeah.
I do want to tell you, I thought it was a little bit pricey, but I was trying to be generous. And I bought a friend of mine the baby bundle for her baby shower. And that baby is now 2.5 years old, and she's never had anything but Young Living products on her because mom kept buying the Young Living products. She saw the benefit of them. Like you said too, these freebies in the kids line, the Kid Sense line, they do have the carrier oils in them, so they're very light. The Sleepy Eyes is what I take with me when I don't have a diffuser. So I just put that oil right on me at night if I don't have my diffuser to diffuse at night. So if you're traveling, that's a great little oil to have with you, the Sleepy Eyes, because it's already mixed and it's already diluted and it can go on children's skin, so it can definitely go on our skin. So that's the way I use the Sleepy Eyes. And the Kid Power is absolutely amazing. And I have our congregation has a lot of kids. So I have some in the congregation who buy the kids line for their kids. They absolutely love it. And there's another class coming up soon. I was getting these classes together today, so it's kind of fresh in my mind of what we heard at the Young Living Convention. And it's about using the kids' rollers in a protocol to help ourselves out. So we're going to have a class on that. We're going to have a class on stretching. We're going to have a class on face massage, how you can do that and how you can benefit yourself. These are all things that we learned at the Young Living Convention, and it's amazing. The results are absolutely amazing. So I told some of you, but some of you weren't here as we wait if Miss Rochelle's coming on. But I want to tell you that September 3rd, after our special convention here, we are going to do a challenge together. There's nothing to buy, no product that you have to have. And I'd love to have all of you involved. So what it means is you're going to have a checklist, 7 days, just 7 days. So the 3rd through the 10th. Oh, there we go. Let's do 2 of them. Does that mean anything? Oh, there we go. Yes. The 3rd through the 10th, we are going to have a movement challenge. We're going to be moving, and how we're going to be any way you want to move. You can stretch, you can walk, you can exercise, you can go to the gym, you can march in place, just do anything you personally want. 30 minutes a day for 7 days, September 3rd through September 10th. So mark off your calendar so you'll be ready to go. I'm going to give a prize to whoever brings the most friends who agree to this challenge. It's going to be a WhatsApp group, and you're going to take a selfie and just tell us what exercise you did. That's it. There's nothing else involved, but you're going to have all kinds of tips on that group chat that I'm going to be sending out to you. And there's going to be several different prizes in there, but I just want to go ahead and give, because I want to get a lot of people involved, and most people use WhatsApp. So it's very simple. You'll just be in the group and you just take a picture, put it on the group, and tell us what you did. I walked, I stretched, whatever you did. So September 3rd through September 10th, get ready and get all your friends involved. Tell them they don't have to buy anything. It's just a movement challenge. So that's something that I wanted to share with you. But I don't see Miss Rochelle. Oh, here comes Dee. We can, Rochelle had told me, I texted her and said, where are you? And she said I wasn't home yet. So I guess she's trying to make it home before she gets on.
And I got, that traffic sometimes is unpredictable where she lives. I know. So yeah, and I wanted to talk about the movement. What are some ideas? What do you do, Chris?
So, I mean, I run, I do Pilates. That's what I do. I don't really exercise every day. So to do it every single day for 7 days, that'll be a challenge for myself. It's just an accountability thing, and you'll feel that much better. But there's all kinds of tips and tricks that I'm going to be putting on that group, so you guys have some ideas. Right now we have the feelings challenge going on for the month of August, and some of you are involved in that, and your feelings are going to reboot and reset, and you're going to feel that much greater at the end of the month. We'll report in how that goes. But do you all have any questions? Go ahead, Mary Lee. You have a question?
Last night, before I went to bed, I was watching TV, and I had that little exercise thing for my legs to like that Javen was using.
Yep.
And I kept going at it. And you know that when I get started with exercising, I love it. And I went and did it and did it. Well, when I went to bed, I kept having all night long, I had pains in my leg. So sometimes before you go to bed, no good. I'm not going to do that again.
Well, two things to remember. Number one, you should try the super magnesium that just came out, because that magnesium is great for your muscles. Super magnesium. It's a brand new product that came out at the convention. And number two, water, 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 which is even easier, that you have right there in your sink. Water, water, water.
Which I'm going to get right now. I'm going to get it and I'll be right back.
Okay, go get it. Anybody else have any other questions or comments? Go ahead.
I was gonna say water sometimes at night after you exercise and your legs are hurt. Water is just key to, because it'll get it could have been something like that, but the magnesium, what a good idea.
I will tell you guys that this is going to be something in the future to think about. Young Living is going to put a bunch of different kits together with the reset, and one of them is the sleep products, which are the magnesium with the deep sleep essence, deep night essence, I think it's called. But oh my goodness, just one night, I'm kind of afraid to do this again. But one night I took deep night essence and I took super magnesium and I went to bed, because I fall asleep, no problem. Sorry about the balloons. I fall asleep, no problem. But sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and then I'll lay there for an hour thinking of a billion things that I need to think about. But that night that I took that deep night essence with the super magnesium. Oh my goodness. There's no melatonin in it. There is nothing in there except essential oil, and it's a proprietary essential oil blend and magnesium. That's it. I slept like a rock. And I've got to try it again to see if it was a coincidence, but I have to make sure I have a night where I don't have to get up, because when I got up, I didn't want to get up. It was just the best sleep ever. So if any of you are having problems sleeping, you might think about that in the future to help yourselves out. But do any of you know, I mean, what I can do just to save myself time, that you definitely went in on the challenge? Let me get a place to write this down. The September 3rd challenge. I will
I'll
just
give
go
it a
ahead.
try. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Yeah, I do, Chris.
Okay, I'll go ahead and make the chat. There won't be anything there yet until September 3rd. We might have a few little things pre-September 3rd, but get your friends involved too. Anybody else know they want to do this with us? Denise, Dee, Natalia?
I always would love to
Yes.
because
I do. Put me down. Put Pam
Okay.
down.
Pam?
I'll try it.
Okay, all right, it's
Pam,
simple.
where are you? I don't see you, Pam.
She's here, yeah. All right, good.
She's-
Well, I'll make a group. I don't think Mary Lee's on WhatsApp. We're gonna have to get her on WhatsApp in the interim here. But I think,
I told you I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the movement.
I know, I gotta get you on WhatsApp. You have to get the app. WhatsApp is what I mean.
Oh,
So that you can see the different posts and you can send us your picture too. All right,
Oh,
well,
brother.
I know, it's okay, but just think of the prize you're gonna win. Get your friends involved, ask your neighbors if they want to get moving. September for some of you will be a little cooler. Us in Florida, it's not going to be much cooler, but I'm already running anyway in the heat. That's the team news I had for you. The Feelings Challenge is going on right now. Those who are participating, make sure you make notes, because we're going to have a prize at the end of that. And think about the September 3rd through the 10th challenge. And try to, the few of you who said yes, I'm going to put your names in a group, and then maybe you'll be able to add your friends yourself. Let's see, or at least let me know. Text me and say, hey, this friend wants to move with us. And it's some really, this is a program put together by Young Living. So it's deep, it's complicated for me to make sure you get tons of information about movement. That's the whole point of it. It's not just going to be that you move in a picture, but you're going to get a lot of information from Young Living too. A lot of points.
I also to just add, because last month since the convention, there was a lot of them that were just on the shop order. You couldn't go onto your loyalty order to use them. But I'm going to just read off the things that are this month you can get on your loyalty order. And it's not everything, but it is that wonderful light that wakes up, diffuser. The aroma contact is on loyalty order. You can get that. The deep night essence is on loyalty order, as well as the deep spectra frankincense loyalty order. Not the photo nutrition, it's still just on shop, so that one's not. The inner boost and balance, those little sleeves that come in the packet, that one is on loyalty order. The Legacy 30, which I really wanted to try. Did you get it?
I got it. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
It is not. It's not.
Oh, sorry.
If you're just focusing on loyalty order, I'm gonna do loyalty, but so that one's not available yet, and neither is the lavender collection. The other thing that I mentioned last month about the reset, the rest and renew reset kit that she was talking about, has the super magnesium, the deep night essence, and then a box of those little the Ninja packets. What do they call sleep sachets? That one is available, and that's again on the Make a Shift reset kit. You have the choice of doing that one or just the reset kit by itself. But boy, that deep sleep.
Is this available? It's called Luna Mist.
I didn't think. Let me look and see. I think it was not. The Lunamus is just on shop.
Okay, let me tell you about this little guy right here. It's amazing. So this rolls around to fit into your plug any way you need it to. But this is a diffuser with no water. So how it works is there's a little clicker up here and you have your bottle rolled into it. So I have eucalyptus in the bathroom is what I'm doing. So you just click it in, and what's pretty neat about this thing is you have an app on your phone. Let me see if I can click it back in without breaking it. All right. Let me do that later so I don't break it. Okay. But now I can show you anyway. So the buttons are here. So you can turn it on for an hour. You can turn it on light, medium, or heavy mist. And then you can turn it on an hour up to 8 hours. You choose. And there's a night light at the bottom. So when the lights go off, the night light works. So it's great for the bathroom at night. But oh, it smells amazing. This is so neat because you don't have to mess with water. And say you're coming home, say you have it in your living room, you can like click it on, or you can put it on a schedule. So that's one thing. And you take the dropper off, you take the cap off, and you just screw it on here. And I was like doing all upside down. I mean, I had stuff everywhere. So don't do like that. It just goes in straight, just like that. So that's
Wow.
one thing I wanted to share with you guys. Another thing, who knows why deep spectra frankincense is such an amazing thing? Anybody know?
Uh,
Well, frankincense is good for everything, really.
Okay,
More than one thing.
so oh, go
and
ahead.
explain what two means on it too, if you know.
So deep spectra. So if you have like I don't know, we used to hear this on CSI or whatever, I forgot, some kind of spectrogram thing. I forgot what it was called, but it's a machine and it pulls the chemicals apart that are in that drop of oil and it shows you what's in there. So for frankincense, you have like this many components when they distill it that they can get out of the frankincense and resin. And then with deep spectra, they're distilling it their own patented way that nobody else can do. You get that much more good for you chemical natural constituents out of the resin. So it's like double duty. That's why they call it frankincense 2. I think that's the way it's talked about, the deep spectra. So you're getting everything you got in the Young Living normal frankincense, plus all these wonderful things for your body that nobody else can get out of the resin in this special way that Young Living is distilling it. So it's double duty good for you. Whatever was good about frankincense, which is everything on earth, they've added to it in the deep spectra. So you see it's a little bit pricier, but that is why, and that is the benefit of the deep spectra frankincense. Also, that phytonutrients, when you start getting it, it's a bunch of different nutrients our body needs. But the one special thing that's in there, black seed oil, I've heard so much about black seed oil. Black seed oil is in there, the phytonutrients, plus what was I going to tell you? The frankincense is in there. The deep spectra frankincense is in those phytonutrients. And that's something to be taken internally. So that's, all these things, you're like, what are these things that came out at the convention? So I just wanted to share that. And then Lisa was talking about the inner balance and boost. Is that what it's called? Inner boost and balance?
Yeah. And that one also is on the loyalty order. That one, just from what I read, because you went to the thing, it covers a lot of ground. What I'm saying is, it really is your daily vitamins delivered in your body very well, supporting your skin health, supporting your healthy energy levels, and then support your cognizant functions. So sometimes when we're dealing with different oils, I'm taking this, my brain power, I have brain power. It's kind of spendy, the brain power, but basically, if you can get this, who doesn't need good cognizant function during the day, whether we're driving or doing numbers or trying to make quick decisions, and our brain health is really important. So have that all in those little sticks. I can't wait. I don't have it yet, but I just what I read on it. It's good.
Yep, no, that's what I was gonna bring out. It's like a multivitamin plus everything for your skin health is in there. So that's what stood out to me about that little sachet and why it's great for you. It's like a multivitamin plus it supports your skin. And I just wanted to add too, because this is about team news, so it's probably really good that I got on here because I want to tell you also that there is nothing like going to the Young Living Convention. If any of you can work it out next year, is it July 17th through 19th, something like that. But I kind of poo-pooed the whole thing. I've never gone before. I went when they paid for me to go to the Silver Retreat, which was great. I enjoyed it. I went to the Lavender Farm. So a benefit of going to the Young Living Convention in person is you get to go to the Lavender Farm. You get to see how they distill everything. But it's not just that. And I thought to myself, I've already done that. I don't really need to go. But I thought, let me go and just see what it's all about. So here's an example that Barb and I, the sister that I roomed with, there was three of us that roomed together. We went to workshops, and I'm so thankful that she went to these workshops with me because one of these workshops is going to be 3 of our classes coming up. And I didn't have all the details. Well, she filled me in on it. And I thought to myself, well, when I come home, I'll watch the virtual convention because when you go in person, you can also watch it later virtually. And let me refresh all these thoughts in my head. Those workshops are not on the virtual convention. So we went to all these special things that you don't get if you just watch it virtually. And it's just so much information. I mean, that is the one benefit of being there in person. Of course, the most beautiful thing is you can walk around the expo. Every single one of the 600 oils Young Living has, or however many it is, 300, I don't know, it's hundreds of oils. You can walk around, the bottle's in front of you. You can pick up the bottle, you can read the ingredients, you can smell the oil, you can put it on you. I mean, that in itself is beautiful. And the fact that all the owners of the farms are there. You can go up to them and ask them about what they grow, how they grow it, why they grow it. Even the man who owns the farm and his family in Kona, Hawaii, the Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood Farmers, they were there. We met them in Hawaii and they remembered Javen. So he had actually driven us around on his golf cart because Javen couldn't walk. So, I mean, that's pretty neat too. If you have any questions or you just want to learn more about why Young Living is so different, other companies don't have their own farms. You can't do that with other companies. Only Young Living has their own farms where you can actually walk onto the farm and see how clean and pure the products are that you guys are getting from Young Living. And they actually, I thought it was pretty neat too, that they had all these different trees with the names of them. Like this is a Idaho balsam fir tree. This is the pine. This is the cypress. You can actually see how they're different inside this expo. But if any of you are thinking of it, we already have 5 from our team that are going. We've got 2 Airbnbs already booked. But if you can get yourselves there, the rooming would be cheap. Otherwise, it's about $250 a night for a hotel room. You know, maybe you could split that with someone, but that's a lot of nights. That's money. So the Airbnbs are about half that price. Just let us know now so we can get you some rooming. And the nice thing about it is it's $175 to get the ticket for the convention, but it's totally 100% refundable through December 31st. So that's another benefit of if you do it now and then something comes up and you're like, I just can't make it. Well, you can always cancel and there's, you don't lose anything, not 1 cent. So I want to encourage you guys. It would be nice if we had a bunch of us going this next year, if we're all everything's still running the same, if the airlines are still running, if things are like they are as we know them today. But that's our goal. I'd love to get as many of our team members together. We'll have some fun together. It'll be the more the merrier. Like I look around at other groups and when there's a bunch of them there, it's always a nice time. So just think about it, let me know, let whoever helps you out with your Young Living know if you want to come because we'd love to have you. We'll have a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to turn this recording off and then we can chat. So bye everybody watching this later.